I'm waiting for this. Oh, here we go. Excellent. Welcome to the Fairfax County General Assembly Delegation 2026. We're already in 2026 session public hearing, really one of the highlights of the year for the delegation. It is my pleasure to welcome you. I am Vivian Watts, Delegate Watts, representing the Annandale area. As we get ready for the session, we look forward every year to this particular event because of the wide variety of interests that I know that will be brought to us by the public. You may also, for those that are listening, still submit written testimony, and I assure you, with the good help of the Fairfax County staff, it is distributed to us so that we have that good record of concerns. Our next speaker is Speaker 21, Lynne Mulston, President of the Reston Citizens Association, followed by Charles Anderson. Councilman Anderson, are you in the room? Thank you. Please proceed.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Senator Boysko, Delegate Keys-Gamarra, Fairfax County Senators and delegates to the 164th Virginia General Assembly. Your dedication to serving the Commonwealth of Virginia is greatly appreciated, and Reston Citizens Association hopes for a constructive and effective 2026 legislative session. Consistent with previous years, RCA has depended on you, our representatives, to introduce legislation that protects the welfare of our residents. It's important to note that legislation aiming to include Fairfax County among jurisdictions eligible to consider casino development was introduced during the previous 3 legislative sessions but did not pass. We have received information indicating that comparable legislation is expected to be proposed in the 2026 legislative session. In 2019, the Commonwealth of Virginia passed Senate Bill 1126, permitting casino gaming in 5 designated areas. Eligibility for these localities was contingent upon specific economic criteria, including elevated unemployment rates, declining population, poverty levels, and other relevant factors. The 5 approved localities meet these criteria, and their local governments requested to be designated as an authorized site. In contrast, Fairfax County, with over 1.1 million residents, does not meet the economic criteria, nor did the county board request casino authorization. I urge you to oppose any legislation that would name Fairfax County as an authorized locality for the following reasons. 1, a supermajority of Fairfax County residents oppose a casino. According to a poll by Global Strategy Group in mid-September 2025, 75% of county voters across political parties, income brackets, ages, and ethnic backgrounds oppose a casino in Tysons. 2, the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors has not sought casino development authority. And 3, previous casino bills have infringed on local land use authority. Of importance, your support for the establishment of a Virginia Gaming Commission and the implementation of a moratorium on new gaming facilities and online platforms until the commission becomes fully operational is crucial. As the gambling industry in the state expands and changes, it is essential to have a centralized commission ensuring effective regulation and oversight and advancing consistent policies regarding problem gambling and accountability. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Speaker 22 is Charles Anderson, member of the steering committee for the Town of Vienna Northern Fairfax Casino Coalition. Councilman Anderson is followed by Jennifer Falcone. Jennifer, are you in the room? Please proceed, Councilman.
Good morning. I'm a former planning commissioner in Vienna, now in my 6th year on the Vienna Town Council, and I'm on my 3rd year as a member of the No Fairfax Casino Coalition Steering Committee. I'd like to thank all of you for your sacrifice and service to our communities. No doubt we share the same goal of making our communities better places, even though we may not always agree on how to get there. The casino is one of those issues on which we may not agree. I'll not repeat the recent poll results nor the reasons why I oppose the Fairfax Casino. Rather, I'd like to share with you this morning how I came to the conclusion that a casino-free Fairfax County was something worth fighting for. In my former career as an international trade economist, I traveled widely, visiting many U.S. communities that had fallen on hard times. I also visited many different types of urban development areas overseas. These widely divergent results across the world sparked my curiosity. Why do some communities thrive while others do not? Several years ago, I came across the book Our Towns by James and Deborah Fallows. The Fallows visited towns, villages, and small cities across the United States that had recovered from hard times, looking for the secret sauce to their success. A principal success factor they found was what not to do. That is, to copy the turnaround playbooks of other jurisdictions. Communities that had successfully righted themselves built on the factors that made them unique. Many communities have adopted casinos as the path to economic salvation. Sometimes it's worked, and sometimes it hasn't. The economist in me knows that the net benefit a casino can bring is inversely correlated with the population density and the level of economic activity of the location. That is because the negative impacts are greatest in communities with large nearby residential areas and thriving business activity. Trying to graft a casino into a neighborhood as rich in residents and economic activity as Tysons would create substantial negative impacts. And it certainly would not build on Tysons' positive core factors. Tysons' combination of connectivity, proximity to the nation's capital, its great schools and highly developed IT sector, as well as its locational advantages for critical national security assets, is a strong base upon which to build. Indeed, it's such an attractive home that 11 Fortune 500 companies call us home, and many foreign-based corporate giants are headquartered here. If there were a natural symbiosis between casinos and Fortune 500 companies, you would see quite a few in Las Vegas, but in fact there are only 3, and they're Sands, Caesars, and MGM, all gaming communities. Our 11 in such diverse areas as banking, defense, consulting, high-tech, and hospitality beat them by a mile. Again, thank you for your service, and I look forward to working with you to make this county a better place to live.
Thank you. Next speaker is Speaker 23, Jennifer Falcone from the Citizens for Great Falls, and followed by Paula Martino. Is Paula in the room? Paula Martino? Yes, thank you.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the delegation. I'm Jennifer Falcone, speaking on behalf of Citizens for Great Falls. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I'm here to express strong opposition to any legislation that would authorize casino development in Fairfax County. Media reports make clear that a majority of Fairfax residents do not support a casino. That is a reflection of our community's long-standing vision for growth, and a casino is not part of that vision, nor has Fairfax County sought legislative approval for one. Related to that is the recommendation to create a Virginia Gaming Commission to offer coordinated oversight aimed at protecting consumers, promoting fairness, and ensuring that gaming is consistent with Virginia's long-term objectives. In the interim, until such a commission is fully established and operational, we concur with the recommendation to enforce a moratorium on new gaming facilities and online platforms. Also, I want to highlight an issue that affects every Virginian: transportation safety. In 2024, speeding was a leading factor in fatal and serious injury crashes in Virginia, underscoring a growing serious safety problem in the Commonwealth. Targeted enforcement helps, but it is limited by staffing and resources. Analyses drawing on U.S. DOT data show that on some urban roads, fixed speed cameras are associated with crash reductions of around 50%. Expanding access to these technologies with proper oversight and transparency would save lives, ease pressure on law enforcement resources, and make our roads safer for everyone. I urge the General Assembly to support and fund these proven technologies and tools for local use. Finally, as you consider policies affecting growth and development, I ask you to preserve local authority over land use and planning decisions. Fairfax County and others are already addressing major challenges, energy demands from data centers, rising housing costs, and infrastructure needs. Local officials best understand their communities and the need for flexibility to craft solutions that fit rather than statewide one-size-fits-all mandates. In closing, I respectfully urge you, again, 1, reject casino authorization for Fairfax County, 2, create a Virginia Gaming Commission and pause new gaming expansion activity until it is operational, 3, support automated speed control enforcement to improve safety, and protect local control over land use and growth decisions. These steps reflect the priorities of our residents, responsible planning, safe communities, and accountable government. Thank you for your time and your service to the people of Virginia.
Thank you. Next speaker, Speaker 24, is Paula Martino, Tysons Stakeholders Alliance, followed by Michael Martin. Is Michael in the room? If you would come forward, Mr. Martin, thank you.
Good morning, senators and delegates, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to you this morning. My name is Paula Martino, and I'm the president of the Tysons Stakeholders Alliance, a coalition of residents, employees, and community leaders who live and work in Greater Tysons and who care deeply about its future and about Fairfax County's continued success. I'd like to begin by expressing support for the funding priorities outlined in the county's 2026 legislative program, particularly the shared commitment to fully fund K-12 education, restoring and sustaining regional transportation funding, and addressing our broader transportation infrastructure needs. These priorities laid out clearly in this program reflect what county residents expect, that our state and local leaders will work collaboratively to keep Fairfax County thriving, competitive, and livable. And we all know that Fairfax County's success has never happened by accident. It has come from thoughtful planning, long-term investment, and a strong partnership between its residents, its businesses, our county, and elected and state-elected leaders. And this is why the coalition supports the language, too, adopted by the Board of Supervisors in the land use section of the legislative program. The board is very clear in opposing any General Assembly legislation that would authorize a casino in Fairfax County without a request from the board, without a statewide gaming commission, and without a revenue structure that meaningfully benefits Fairfax County. The board rightly recognizes that the designation and location of a casino is a major land use decision, one that belongs at the local level and should not be imposed by Richmond. On behalf of our coalition, I am asking each of you to stand with our Board of Supervisors and the 75% of county residents who do not want a casino in Fairfax County and make it clear to your colleagues in Richmond that Fairfax County did not ask for and does not want casino authority. Simply put, a casino in Tysons cannot be reconciled with our vision of mixed residential commercial community where people can live, work, and play. And I'd like to give a shout out to Councilman Anderson for describing perfectly what is Tysons Corner. We are much more than office buildings and parking lots. Neither business firms nor families want to deal with the inevitable traffic and social problems that a casino will create in our community. Forcing a casino in a community that does not want it puts at risk our vibrant residential and business environment, which is the economic engine of Northern Virginia. If the General Assembly is going to take up any gaming policy, I'm done after this. Thank you.
Yes, good. Wrap up, please.
If the Assembly is going to take up any gaming policy this session, the most constructive step would be to pass Delegate Krizik's bill and establish, with no strings attached, the Virginia Gaming Commission.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Speaker 26 is Sally Horn, speaking for the Greater Tysons Citizens Coalition, followed by Jim McBride. Is Mr. McBride in the room? If you would come forward, thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to you on behalf of the Greater Tysons Citizens Coalition, or GTCC. I'm Sally Horn, chair of the GTCC. We were established in 2008 as a focal point for citizen participation in Fairfax County's planned urbanization of Tysons. One of the issues that we have focused on, and which I will address today, is the proposal for a Tysons Casino. As you are aware, the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors has included language opposing state legislation to authorize a Tysons Casino. That language is responsive to the request that some of you have made in the past for a definitive statement from the board. Now that the board has spoken, the GTCC urges each and every one of you to reject the introduction of any legislation that contravenes the board's very clear opposition to a Tysons Casino. Further, we urge you to lobby your fellow legislators to do likewise. There is ample evidence that Fairfax County voters oppose Tysons Casino. In a poll done for Freedom Virginia Global Strategies, the polling group used by Governor-elect Spanberger reported that a super 75% of voters indicated that a casino would not only be insufficient to address Fairfax County's revenue needs, but that it would also hurt local businesses and cost Fairfax County in the long term. There's also ample evidence that a casino, whether standalone or as part of an entertainment district, would not serve our overall interests. While you may have heard much of this information before, it bears repeating. A casino would not grow our local economy. A casino would hurt existing and deter desirable new businesses. A casino would not provide a reliable, sustainable tax stream or solve our county's school funding gap. A casino would, however, increase crime risks, traffic and drunk driving dangers, and lower home values in the vicinity of the casino. Further, a casino would fuel gambling addiction, family and community breakdown. The bottom line, when all costs are factored in, the cost of hosting a casino in Tysons would outweigh the tax receipt benefits by at least 3 to 1. I'd like to conclude with 2 relatively new data points that may be of interest. Late last year, the Norfolk City Council learned from the developer that the Norfolk Casino will generate less than half of the initially promised tax revenues. Since meeting school needs underpin Norfolk's support of a casino, this is unwelcome news for the council and will have concerning ripple effects for Norfolk schools. Also late last year, professors from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas reported that residents of Las Vegas were 7 times more likely to have a severe gambling disorder than the national average. We have sent you to Richmond to represent our interests, not those of private companies seeking profit at the expense of the community. Please do right by us and kill any proposals that may be offered in the coming legislative session to authorize the Tysons Casino. Thank you.
Speaker number 84 is Travis Johnson from the Reston Association. He will be followed by Angie Bradford. Is Angie here? Angie, thank you. Please proceed, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Travis Johnson, and I serve as president of the Reston Association Board of Directors, representing approximately 65,000 member residents in one of Fairfax County's most vibrant communities. I'm here today to strongly urge you to oppose any legislation that would authorize a casino in Fairfax County, particularly along the Silver Line in Reston. Reston has been celebrated as one of the nation's first planned communities for more than 60 years. Our success is rooted in thoughtful design, open space, and balanced growth. In 2023, Fairfax County adopted an updated Reston Master Plan after extensive public engagement. That plan reflects our shared vision for the future, one that prioritizes education, technology, and quality of life. A casino was never part of that vision. The opposition from the members of the Reston Association is overwhelming, and with good reason. A casino would bring increased traffic congestion, noise, and public safety burdens. It would threaten property values. Studies from the National Association of Realtors show casinos in urban settings often depress home prices, and it would undermine the very character of our community. Economically, a casino is not only unnecessary, it's harmful. Reston is already a thriving hub for technology and innovation. According to the Fairfax County Economic Development Authority, Reston is the county's second largest commercial office market, with more than 22 million square feet of space and the highest concentration of professional, scientific, and technical service jobs. It's home to major employers like the Volkswagen Group of America and Starkist, as well as countless startups. These companies generate high-paying jobs and strong commercial tax revenue. Introducing gaming would jeopardize this success. In fact, companies considering relocation have indicated that a casino would make the Silver Line corridor a no-go for future investment. Why risk what is working so well? Thank you very much for your time.